welcome to Replaced, one of the latest additions to Xbox Game Pass. Now, how do I feel about this game? Honestly, it is a fantastic adventure. The lighting, the cinematics, the story had me captivated for the entire runtime. I can really appreciate the attention to details, the platforming, the combat, the sequences. Everything lines up for a wonderful cinematic story that, on some levels, reminds me of a Christopher Nolan movie. Now, I understand that might be high praise, but I highly insist you give this game a chance. Now, what you can expect from a game like Replaced is combat much like Arkham Knight. So you can expect lots of counterattacks, dodging, rolling, and each hit feels weighted, full, and real. You can also expect a captivating story as well. Good visuals. Again, really an amazing experience. Did an amazing job creating this masterpiece. Combat is fairly straightforward. Y button to counterattack. It gives you an icon above their head, and you get a nice little animation before you start the sequence of the auto attack. But one thing you'll come to appreciate besides the amazing combat is the visuals. Honestly, the use of lighting in this pixelated world leaves nothing to be desired. Canvases are stunning, the scenes are captivating. Honestly, the color use, everything about this game in terms of visuals does an amazing job in creating a cinematic experience that captures the eye and keeps your attention throughout the entire journey. Like I said, combat is fairly straightforward. If you're someone who likes reaction-based games, this game is for you. The game operates in a 2.5D environment, allowing you to move into the foreground and the background, as long as there's stairs or something to traverse in order to get to the background and foreground. The game also holds a good amount of platforming. While your character can feel slow and sluggish to some, I believe it adds to the realism of moving a human body through these environments. Again, you feel the weight of your jumps, you are not superhuman. You definitely need to take your time going through these environments or you'll be punished with a gruesome death. So there's going to be a bit of spoilers here, but nothing that you wouldn't find out within the beginning moments of the game. You play as an AI that is inhabiting a man's body. Now, after a failed experiment of sorts, if you will, if you can even call that, or rather a malfunction, you are now trapped in the mind of this man you see before you, and your entire job, or rather your goal, is to get back to where you are, to where you were, and kind of get things back to normal. Now, during this time, you're going to meet other characters, you're going to see their stories, and you're going to learn more about the world that you live in. Your AI almost comes across as childlike, not understanding the world and only seeing people as data entry points before this experience. Now, after this experience, meeting people, going through events, and deciding whether to help or not will determine the kind of character your AI becomes. I find this dystopian future interesting because we're watching an AI inhabit a human's body and learn what it means to feel. Do you guys believe one day AI will get so intelligent that we stop and think about how it feels when we do things? Like your toaster deciding it doesn't want to toast today. Would you consider its feelings? I don't know, food for thought. Back on topic. As you can see, the combat flows seamlessly. It's very easy to change directions and handle multiple enemies at the same time. Again, the game is very easy to pick up and get used to. You can also expect a lot of depth with the story. While there are plenty of moments that slow down the pacing, aside from your intense experiences with combat, you'll find yourself going through flashbacks, understanding more of the world at large, and understanding who you are and what it means to truly be a human being. visuals in this game, even with the combat sequences happening, can be absolutely stunning. Honestly, I am surprised that they can make pixels look so damn good. Look at this. Fighting on a moving train, the background, the foreground lights, going through this entire sequence, all of it absolutely incredible, easy on the eyes, the color palette, very easy to consume. Tell me this isn't absolutely beautiful, let's be real. And then the panning of the shots into the cinematic sequence, icing on the cake. Look at this and tell me it ain't beautiful. Every boss fight comes with heavy impact. It feels as though you are really going through an epic battle scene with every time you encounter a boss. Again, you get sequences in between the combat after you damage them a certain amount where they lay traps, and then you get moments to damage them directly. Just like with Dark Souls or any other game of the similar genre, dodging works very well. You don't get many iframes in this game as you do in those games, but you do have the ability to counter certain attacks. Again, as long as you practice, have good reaction time, you're good to go in most of these fights. Really, really a fantastic game. Very easy on the eyes, as you can see. The story elements of this game were deeper than I would have anticipated. I didn't expect a backstory for the main character and the main character's associates, if you will, on their life and how things ended up being what they were. They initially sought out to create an AI that would help the world, and then it was changed. Its uses were not used for the things that they initially planned it for. An incredible story, but nevertheless, it will tug on your heartstrings. If you're someone that really likes to get deep into a good story, this game is definitely for you. Each of these scenes are oozing with cinematics, and you really get to understand how humans bond together in the times of crises. Honestly, you will find yourself getting more attached to the characters than you may otherwise thought you would have. As long as you're someone who gets invested in story, Replaced has plenty of that, and plenty of side quests as well, if you're someone that likes to divert from the main path. All in all, Replaced was one hell of a ride. And honestly, I give it a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend it. It's not too long, even if you're a busy working individual. You can play it and still very much enjoy it. And you can expect a good story, good cinematics, and good gameplay. Definitely worth the experience. Give it a shot and let me know what you think. And also, do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks again. Wishing you all the best. Take care. And happy gaming.